Hey guys, Mike here, and in this video I go over how to sell without selling and how to use third-party tools to help you promote your business, product, or service properly using the Triangle of Edification. If you do want to see the full video, the full training that this is clipped out of, the link will be in the description below or link at the end of the video in the outro. And I hope you enjoyed. There's a lot of value here. You'll get a lot, especially if you're in network marketing. It's very powerful, makes sense of why we do a lot of certain things. And if you want to be able to build, six-figure income like our team has been able to do in just over 4 weeks, it was incredible. I was with the back office down for a week. It was insane. If you want to be able to have that kind of momentum and build fast and have a team that duplicates, you definitely want to take advantage of what's in this training. So let's get to it. So the 3 lessons you're going to learn is how to get sales without selling using the tools you have access to, how to naturally progress that conversation to use those pain points as ammo, and how to translate those pain points into a message that guarantees they will at least view your information. So lesson 1, how can you sell without selling? Well, there's a thing called a Triangle of Edification. I don't know if anyone here has heard of this, but this is probably the most important aspect to MLM. If you are selling, it will not work. There's a saying, and it's going to be on one of the next slides, you're not a prophet in your own land. When you go and present someone with opportunity, no matter how credible it is, no matter how excited you are about it, even if you have results in it, most of the time they're not going to take you serious yet because they're going to look at you as who you were in the past. Maybe you were a partier in the past. I used to be a partier in college. So when I go and present someone in the past with this opportunity to make money, they're going to be like, yeah, you're just like a partier. You're not going to take anything serious. They're judging me on the past, not where I am now, but they don't understand where I am now because they're not seeing me on a day-to-day basis. They're not seeing the books, the audio books, everything that I'm doing on a consistent basis to grow. So they're still seeing you as old you. So when you're presenting the opportunity, they're not saying no to the opportunity. They're saying, no, I don't believe you can take me to where you're saying you're going to go. That might be harsh for some people to hear. It was harsh for me to hear, but at the end of the day, most of the time, especially if you haven't even presented the information, they haven't even had the opportunity to say no to the opportunity yet. Like if you haven't even showed them a video and they're like, I'm not interested, they can't say no to opportunity they didn't hear about. They're literally saying no to you. And then some people say, this doesn't work, I can't sell it, it's not promotable. No, you're not doing it properly. So you're probably thinking, well, how does this triangle work? How does this magical thing work? So you have you, and you have your prospect, whoever you're trying to get interested in Tradera, whatever opportunity. This also works for anything as well, the triangle here. So between you and your prospect, you have trust built. You have rapport built. You have a respect built. And then you have your upline. Now, let's say the you right now is me, and the prospect is some guy named, let's say, Jonathan. And the upline will use Darren as an example. And I say, hey, Jonathan, I want to tell you about this awesome opportunity. I need to get you on the call with my buddy Darren. He has no idea who Darren is. Does he care to get on the call with Darren? Probably not. If I book a call with Darren, what's the likelihood he's going to show up? If anything happens, he signifies important in the slightest, it will get overridden on your call. That's the honest fact. He has no FOMO. He's got no fear of missing out, and he's got no idea who Darren is. So your job, or I guess in this scenario would be my job, is to edify Darren. Now, if I go to Jonathan and I say, hey, Jonathan, it's cool. You're really interested in this. I want to get you on a call with someone who really understands this. His name is Darren Fryer. He did 6 figures in 6 weeks residually with what we're doing here. Plus, that's with a comp plan. You don't even need to make money from that. He's earning money from his cell phone trading in the foreign markets. It's the things that the banks do to trade your money. And he's lived the freedom lifestyle. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever met in my entire life, and it's a blessing to work with him. Do you think Jonathan's missing that call? Hell fucking no. He is not missing that call. He's going to be on that call. Who thinks Jonathan's showing up to that call when I edify Darren like that? Who thinks he's going to show up? Who thinks he's excited to get on that call? Not even just show up, but he's going to treat this like a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? Yeah, a bunch of yeses. Exactly. Total different concept, but I tried to get him on a 3-way call 2 different ways. Which one do you think worked? The edification or the not? So how do you edify? You tell 2 to 3 good things about the person, but they have to be truthful. People will feel through your bullshit. Do not lie. I'm about truthful marketing. Don't lie. So I said 3 things I honestly believe about Darren. So when I say them, they're going to resonate as well, because that my prospect, my friend, my family, my whoever I'm talking to is going to feel that, and they're going to know that it's truthful. But now here's the cool thing about this. Now there's this credibility between you and your upline. Awesome. But how do I leverage that as well? Well, here's the thing. Your upline is going to say 2 to 3 good things about you. So now Darren's going to come back and say 3 things about me. And now when when my prospects, here's Darren, this guy that's been put on this huge pedestal, talk about me and put me on a pedestal, all of a sudden my prospect realizes I'm not the same Mike I used to be. Now he realizes you're not the same Susan used to be. You're not the same Aaron. You're not the same Kevin. You're not the same Steve. You're not the same Lucy you used to be. Because someone like Darren wants to work with you and actually looked up to you and knew 3 things about you, or 2 things about you. Well, there's a question here from Jay. What do you use? Do you connect the person to Damon? Yeah, if I was pitching, I would connect the person to Damon or some leader who can talk. And like, reach out to your upline. There's a lot of leaders who are willing to get on calls. Damon and me are a little harder right now because we're in full ad launch mode, and there's a lot of huge updates coming up behind the scenes we can't mention yet, but it's insane what's rolling out in the next 7 to probably 14 days. Jennifer Mott, how do we pique interest? Perfect question. That's what Form's about. So this is what you're going to do once you've used Form and you get someone to watch a video, you get them on a call. So why is this part important? Because you're never a prophet in your own land. Just like I said, they'll think of you who you were, not who you are now. Doing this process properly builds you up now. Gives you all the credibility you lend to your upline gets lent back to you. Very powerful. So you use the credibility of the tools and leaders to sell for you. When you get someone interested using Form, you should just show them a video or get them on a webinar. Once they see a webinar, see a video, then you get them on a call using this triangle to edify them, and you'll have your leader close. You should be doing almost nothing with selling at all. If you're doing it right, you won't. And even when I have results in MLM, I still leverage leaders, because me having a connection to a cool person, as opposed to me being the cool person and self-promoting myself to a new person, especially cold market, they're going to respect that other person more when I treat them like a connection than me trying to inflate myself. Right? They're like, oh, this guy's got a huge ego. But I'm being humble and saying this guy is the guy to go to. I just know him. Next, you should only pique interest, just like I just said. Then show them a tool like a video, website before getting them on a call with a leader or getting them onto a weekly webinar. Let that do the selling for you. Don't sell. So let's go over how to pique interest properly without feeling like a used car salesman. Now, one thing I want to add with this triangle of credibility, when you're on those 3-way calls, your goal on the 3-way call is to shut the fuck up. I'm serious. If you start talking, you de-edify your upline. When I was on those calls, my goal was to shut the fuck up and let my upline do the talking. But guess what I'm doing the whole time? I'm learning. I'm listening. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. I'm trying to do it so I can become that person. And I can fill that spot eventually, so I can step up and be a leader, right? So your goal is to be quiet and learn. Their goal is to sell for you. And while they're selling, you learn how to sell. But don't do the selling. So, lesson 2. Hey guys, Mike here, and thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to even check it out. Subscribe below so you can join me. And together we can see the whole world. Like and share this video if you enjoyed it. Comment below what you like the most and where I should go next.
those social media buttons. Go to createyourownfreedom.net so you can see more. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in the next country.
I remember, guys.
Love your life or tangent.